Hello and welcome to Realty Talk from the Sofa. My name is Ingrid Fisher. I am your host. I am also a licensed realtor in Rhode Island and in Massachusetts. Today we have Melissa Drolet, who's a realtor. Melissa, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be on the show.
So Melissa, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your real estate life?
Sure. So I became a realtor in 2015. So I've been a real estate licensee for 7 years now. I am currently leading the multicultural division out of the North Providence office for RI Real Estate Services.
So do you speak another language?
I speak Spanish.
Oh, awesome. So do I.
Nice.
So let me ask you a question. Why did you choose to be a realtor? What made you decide to become a realtor?
So as I approached motherhood, having my second son, I had to really shift my gears with my career. And because being a real estate salesperson really does give you that flexibility, I decided to dive into the real estate industry.
Yeah, the flexibility is important when we have children, that's for sure.
Sometimes we're working 24 hours a day,
Yes,
and weekends and nights.
I know it all
times
too
that
well.
We do not want to work, but it did give me the flexibility to be able to be home with my kids.
Yeah. So what is it that you feel you're an expert in this field?
So I truly like to take the time and educate my clients. So my clients will sit down with me every step of the way for a purchase and sales agreement, signatures, and really I like to discuss with them the potential of making their offer look more aggressive. So how can they stand out from the other offers as a buyer and a first-time home buyer? What can we do on the purchase and sales agreement to strategize, whether that means numbers, whether that means waiving contingencies, which we all know too well, with inspections, mortgage contingencies, and even the appraisals.
So can you tell us what a buyer's market and a seller's market is,
So we're clearly in a seller's market,
right,
where people are getting top dollar for their properties. Again, with the waiving of the appraisal contingency, clients are covering that gap right now. So my clients really understand what that gap is. So if they're submitting an offer for $280 and it comes back and it appraises at $250 and they're covering that gap, I make sure they understand what that means and the value of properties.
That's very important.
And right now there's not enough inventory. So it's clearly a seller's market right now. There may be a buyer's market when there's too many homes on the market, and so in a buyer's market, they get to actually have fun with it. They get to shop around for their homes that they like. They get to really try to negotiate some of the things that they're willing to do on the properties. So it is really different in a buyer's market, where in a seller's market, these buyers they don't care what the home looks like. They're waiving inspections and they will do the repairs themselves.
Yeah, which can be really tricky when you waive inspections because you really have no idea. So it's great that you are educating your client on what the outcome could be if they waive their inspections and what that looks like, and what that really means,
Yeah. It's important for them to understand the repercussions of waiving such conditions. Same goes into waiving the mortgage contingency. If something happens to their mortgage application, their lender will deny their loan, and then if they happen to waive mortgage contingency, they're out of their deposit. That's not coming back to them. So we need to do, I like to make sure that they understand, my clients understand that risk.
Yeah, it's important. It's very important. Do you have any advice for any first-time home buyers in this market?
Yes. So first and foremost, you want to make sure that you're doing your own due diligence. You want to make sure that you are speaking to a lender, get pre-approved. I get a lot of referrals directly from past clients, and I send them. I give them 3 to 5 different referrals. They get pre-approved, and I like to align them with all of our partners that we work with, lenders, attorneys, figure out what the appraisal looks like, that process. So really try to give them the resources, and at that moment they become so much, they've given me so much trust that they call me for that information, and I become their resource. So I'm the resource of the resource.
That's awesome, because I mean, just having that one the relationship, right? And then having them reach back out to you and being that person who they can confide in and get whatever information they need, whether it be a lender who speaks a different language, you know, or whatever the case is, you're available to help them, which is awesome. So, Melissa, is there a process to when you're buying your first home? What is that process, and what does it look like?
Of course, and we try to outline that with some of the resources that we have of ourselves with the company, provide them an outline of what that looks like. So from submitting an offer to scheduling inspections to the mortgage contingency due date, repairs that are requested, there is a timeline that is very strict because it's a contract, so it's a legal document. And I make sure that they understand that timeline and stick to those dates.
Right. Well, this has been a lot of information, but great information. And so if someone would like to reach you for any questions, how do they do that?
Sure, they can reach me at my email address, which is melissa@401sold.com, or feel free to also shoot me a text or phone call at 401-368-5616.
That's perfect. Thank you so much. This has been great, and hopefully we'll do this again.
I look forward to it.
Thank you for joining us today on Realty Talk from the Sofa with me, Ingrid Fisher. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you're in tune with our next episode. Until next time, stay blessed.